Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to BZ Bushcraft tonight. Tonight's video is going to be on how we make our paracord jigs. A couple of you guys have been asking me through private message and on other paracord videos that we have done. And even a couple on Facebook have asked me. So, with that said, tonight we're going to make a paracord jig. This is just how I make them. Mr. Coop, 1987, makes a really good video. So, I'm making my video just like other people have made theirs. We're going to make a 4-foot jig. Principles are the same for a 2-foot, 3-foot, or even a 6-foot. And even 8-foot if you want to go that large. I don't recommend an 8-foot jig unless you're making some large straps for some reason. But you might have a customer or you might need them. So, with that said and done, let's knock this video out. Let's have some fun on the way. And it's all about teaching each other new skills. So, let me reposition this camera. We'll start going through everything. Thank you. Okay guys, the first thing we're going to discuss is some of the equipment that we're going to need to make this jig. First off, a simple plastic miter box. Saws come with them. This one I picked up at Home Depot, $8. Real simple, common man, cheap. Next thing we're going to need. This is a speed square. Standard item that all carpenters or any woodworker would have. A carpenter square. That's how we're going to make some of our lines on our jig. Standard foam sanding block. Heck, even sandpaper will work. Regular Phillips head screwdriver. A cordless drill. Standard, this is an 18 volt. You're going to need a Phillips head attachment for your drill. A pencil. I happen to use carpenter pencils. I like them, they last better. A fine and a larger point Sharpie marker to draw the lines on your jig. Y'all have seen my jigs? You know. Tape measure. Couple drill bits. You're going to need a 1/4 inch, an 1/8 inch, and one about a little bit bigger than the head of your screw so you can countersink your stuff. You're going to need some screws. I use 1 1/4 inch, just regular black drywall screws, and these ones are fine coarse. You're going to need some nylon cable clamps. That's going to attach your buckles to your jig. So, you're going to need a 1/8 inch bolt, a wing nut, a large washer, maybe 2 large washers, or a small washer. I use a small washer for my top side. So, I will show you my jig. This is my current one. Everybody has seen it in videos. Let me move a few things out of the way real quick, guys. As you can see here, the markers are going to be used to draw these lines and number them. You got your cable clamps to hold your buckles on, your wing nut, your bolt, and large washer for here. For right here, on the side of my jig is a sewing tape measure. You need double-sided tape and the tape measure to install this part. So, I've already pre-cut everything to keep this video not so long. I've also pre-drilled a lot of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys how to assemble this. It's real simple. It's not hard at all. So, first thing I've cut is my top, my bottom, and my slide bar. Yes, you're going to say, oh, your bottom has a hole in it. I screwed up, guys. This was supposed to be my slide bar. Misdrilled the hole, but no biggie. I can make that my bottom plate. No problem. As you can see here, I have the washer, the bolt, the wing nut, and another washer. This, let's set off to the side. Right here, guys, as you can see, are two 1x4s. These are pre-primed boards, guys. I paid a little bit more for these boards because I like them. You don't have to do that, guys. This can be a budget project. As you can see here on the ends, I've already measured and pre-drilled. I measured in 7/8 of an inch, drew a line, come in 3/4 of an inch off each side, pre-drilled with my little drill bit. Here, guys. So I don't split the ends up. Then I took my larger drill bit for a countersink. Any of you guys that know how to do woodworking will know exactly what I'm talking about. So, first thing we want to do is chuck up our drill with our Phillips head bit. And grab some screws. Me, I like to pre-start them by hand. You don't have to, it's up to you. But I've done this long enough working with wood, I just know the easier ways. You're going to ask, does it matter which end goes where? No, it does not. What I'm doing here, guys, let me move the camera down for you guys. Is trying to just get everything straight. So for when I drill, when I screw it in, we don't have any problems. So, with the first one done, we're going to screw it in. So, let's knock the next screw in. As you can see there, both of those screws are secure. Let's grab our other board. Sorry if my arm is in the camera, guys. As you can see there, now we have this in completely screwed together. What we're going to want to check for is our bolt. Make sure we have enough slide. And we do, guys. So, right here, let's pause this, and we'll get everything reset. Okay guys, we're back. We're going to repeat the same steps we just did up front, down here at the other end. Making sure everything is level. There we go, guys. We got both ends now ready to go. We'll just pan straight down to the other end. Pretty good looking jig, guys. So, we know this hole is our bottom. The only things we have left to do is we're going to have to put side rails on it like our other jig, guys. Like we do the other ones. So that help keeps us guided in place. Well, as you notice, we haven't pre-drilled or done none of this yet. We'll discuss that on the next segment. So far, guys, we're doing good. Let's make sure everything is square. Okay, cool. Our top is square. That's what we worry about. So many of you guys say, oh, I want to see the slide on there. Oh, we can do that. Well, our slide's a little big, guys, so we're going to have to sand this down some. If you want to see me do it, here. Okay, she's good there. Next thing we need is the Sharpie, a carpenter square, and in my case I'm going to use an 18-inch plastic ruler, and we're going to go through and mark our increments. 1 inch and 1/2 inch. I'm only going to do a few of these, guys, so because it does take a while. Oh yeah, you will need your tape measure for your first mark. You come here and you want to mark it at 1 inch. And what the heck, we'll do the 1/2 inch too. With our fine point Sharpie, we're going to draw completely across. Just like that, guys. Our 1/2 inch marks, all I do is about 1 inch in. Just like that. Then I'll go and write a 1 for 1 inch. Which means, we'll tighten this in so you guys get a better view. From here to where your guide block will stop is 1 inch in between. You want to move it to a 1/2? There you go. It's a 1/2 inch in between here and here. So, what we're going to do is take our plastic ruler, lay it on the edge of the board. Take that first mark line that we made, and then go every inch, and every 1/2 inch make a mark. And we're just going to repeat this step. I go ahead and put in the inch lines first, guys. It's a little bit easier for my thoughts. I know just to skip every other mark on the board. Do you need to do this with 1/2 inch and inch marks? No. Personal preference. Some people actually use a tape measure on their boards. So from there, we're going to go 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, and 5 inches. Right now, we're at a 5 inch mark, guys. We're going to pause here. Sorry for knocking the camera, guys. We're going to pause it here so I can go ahead and we'll knock out the rest of the board all the way down there to that end. We'll be back. Bye. Okay, guys, we're back. Now we're installing the side rails. I marked out my side rail at 1 inch from each end and at 2 foot. This is a 4-foot 1x2. I've come down from where I've marked where the top's going to be 3/4 of an inch. So, with our small drill bit, we're going to drill where our 2 lines meet. All the way through. Now, this is the side of the board that will be on the inside of the jig. Yes, I'm drilling into a bucket to help clean up easier. And before we go any farther, I can't tell if you can see them or not, but on the ends of the boards you're going to see little slash marks. They will line up with other marks that are on the jig already where I've installed the first one. So, now, take your sandpaper or sanding block, just smooth out where the drill bits went through the other side. Because on this side is where we're going to countersink everything. So, time to switch to our big drill bit. So, all we're going to do is countersink it enough to where it hides the screw head. Like that. A little bit too far away from my personal preference, but sometimes it happens. Yes, folks, stuff does slip. That was my fault. Shop safety rule number 1, never let go of the material. Right there, to me, is a perfect countersink. Yes, some of you are going to say, well, you can just be using the countersink bit and all that. Yes, I can. But I'm showing you how to do this without all of the fancy stuff that not everybody has. So, we're going to bring our jig back in the spot. But first, we're going to hand tighten some screws into our board here, as we've done everything else like this. Well, as you can see right here, we see a T for the top. So, now let's come over here. We'll bring the jig to you. Okay, guys, we're going to line them up, make sure they're even. Sorry guys, forgot to put the Phillips head bit in my drill. Once again, line them up. Rotate your jig to the other end and repeat. Now you can lay your jig on your workbench like so, to put your middle screw in. Guess what, folks? We have almost a completed jig now. Yes, I know you're not getting a very good shot of it, but guess what? We're handling that right now. If you notice, we've got the whole jig marked out, all the way down to 43.5 inches worth of usable space. So, for the ones of you asked, will our slide block fit? Let's find out. all the way down to the bottom where it's a little bit tighter, guys. But she still works. Well, I'm going to reposition the camera and we're going to go to the next steps. Okay guys, as you can see, I got our slide block pushed up against the top brace that's already attached to the boards. I've measured in, excuse me, 1.5 inches and 3 inches for this one. Because I'm also going to install larger buckles and other things on this side. I'm going to show you today just how to install your standard 5/8 buckles and 1/2 inch buckles. So all you need is 1 buckle of each, 4 cable clamps, and 4 of the screws that you have attached the board with, the jig. Me, I'm going to use the 5/8 on the outside. And what you want to do is where you can see this part of the buckle is going to line up right here at this seam. Take your drill, very carefully, drill it in place. Right here is where the screwdriver will come in handy. Okay, so I'm going to stand up now. Take my next screw, stretch the cable tie out, sorry guys, I need a little light in here. Right here it mushroomed a little bit. Not using my normal cable ties, guys. Now we're going to repeat the process for our 3/8 buckles. And just take my screwdriver, snug them down, sorry folks if my head got in the way. Sorry guys, my fingers are a little big buckles. There. So we have our slide bar slid up to the top now. What I want to do is put in a couple holes for pins so I can make keychains with this jig if I need to be. Well, we know we went 3 inches, so let's go 4.5 if the tape measure will cooperate. Take our speed square, put it right there, because we're only going to be going right here, guys. What we want to do is measure a 1/2 inch on each one. You shouldn't have more than 1 inch in between your marks, which we're good. For this, I want to use our small bit, which will fit our spikes that we use, which are no more than nails. Depth, personal preference, 3/4 of an inch, you're fine. So there. Now that you see you have the holes for your spikes. Grab 2 of them, slide them into holes, check our depths. Top hole could go a little deeper, guys. We're good. Let's pull your pins. Grab your sandpaper. Clean it off. Slide your jig down. Pull it apart a little bit. Tamp it off. Get all the dirt off. So, we're going to stop right here, take a break for a minute. Here you go, guys. Completed jig. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. We'll show you a close-up of what it looks like finished. As you can see, guys, back here is the tape measure. We have 48 inches of measuring. Of measuring out pieces of paracord. And right here is our original jig that you guys see all the time in our videos. Is our original little 2-footer. See, we have the tape measure in the back, we have the same measurement gauge, and along the side here of the large one, I will also do something like I've done at the bottom there where it says bracelet sizes. On the back sides, when we do our mods to the back of a cut list, I will take you guys through the process of that. Thank you again for tuning in to BZ Bushcraft. Subscribe, like, come over and check us out on Facebook. See when we have our contest. See when things are going on. New, old, or modified things that we do with BZ Bushcraft. Once again, thank you to all our new subscribers. And even our old ones that have stuck through things with us over time of short, long terms between videos, due to obligations I have. Thank you again. Take it easy, have fun, and BZ Bushcraft is out.